Oh no, your cam's gone.
And they get to stare at my ice cream. Right. Bad. Just bad. Really?
Hey, yo, you're back. Hi, y'all. Say hi. Hi. You don't get stuff in your face with ice cream.
Yeah. So are you.
Of course. Hi, Frey. So, we decided to pull a stream out of our ends. Of course, we ran an errand and then got ice cream. Sonic Blast. So, don't mind us if we stuff our faces. I don't know what we're going to do. Anyhow, don't have much to paint. Most of her stuff is already painted, but she'll show it all off. She's got a Flareon Pokemon that she's working on. I have a Leafeon on the Ender 2 for her to paint next. And then I have the turret for my tank, for my Abrams tank that I'm printing. So, that's in the works. Yeah. So, what was this lower camera over here? I know I had a 4cam on there for something. I don't remember what it was like. Oh well, I'm going crazy. What else is there, right?
Going.
Of course.
Honey, that ship sailed a long time ago.
Yeah. 40 years ago.
Yeah.
Brain fart.
I was gonna say it, I had it, and then it was just gone.
Brain freeze.
It was an idea.
An idea?
Yeah.
An idea for what?
I know. Well, something to do, but
You done forgot?
yeah.
What else? Right, still going crazy. Oh. Grab some of the stuff you painted and show it off.
You do it.
What a beach.
I'll be polite. We're on camera.
Or we're going to just say something kinky.
Yeah.
You're bad. Yeah, you can see Nikki's great big 32-ounce or not Reese's peanut butter cup blast.
Oh, yeah. I'm being a very bad girl. And
Oh,
loving
yeah.
every second of it.
Of course. We went and checked out a couple of game stores in the area. Which found out we can get some paints local, which is nice.
Although one of them's going to be like, me being a kid in a candy store. Or rather.
Oh, the comic book
The
store we
little,
stopped
yeah,
in
the
today?
little kid in the comic book store?
We got a place here on in Oklahoma City on 89th and Western called Game HQ, which is full of board games and tabletop games and RPGs and miniatures, and they've got a great big gaming area. And then today we stopped at another one that we've been passing for a few years now and decided to stop in. DZ Comics on Telephone and City Avenue or something like that. Over somewhere in there.
I don't
And
remember street names.
yeah, they got a bunch, not as big a selection, but they got, good selection of comics, I guess. Some miniatures, some paints, and they have a great big gaming VR computers, PC gaming setup stations, and some VR stations, and tabletop stuff, and a couple of gaming areas, tabletop gaming areas, miniature gaming areas, but they seem to be pretty decent too. So, a couple good places to go, get some paints and
But they got
stuff.
awesome freaking comics.
And Nikki saw the comments. What? What else you got? You're falling down on the job, baby.
Well, you can always go up the game room on the bottom shelf of the little coffee table. Grab the new card game you got. Okay. No, but I have no idea.
Well, if you weren't so busy stuffing your face,
What?
you could show off your paint stuff.
I told you, go grab it. Watch out.
It's right behind
I
you.
know where it is.
You're just being lazy. Like I said, you're busy stuffing your face with ice cream.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Mhm. So aren't we always stuffing our face on screen?
Mm-hmm. Okay. That'll be something nice.
Get in the stuff.
Should have just moved the camera under the cat. Playing with empty boxes.
You know?
Ah,
What?
so we have been discussing whether or not we should get a small animal.
Oh.
And at first we were kind of leaning towards a bunny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, you are.
Well, yeah, because it's cute and it's adorable and it's fluffy.
Well, we got plenty of those running around outside.
Yeah. So Sonia came up with a suggestion
Mm-hmm.
of possibly a ferret.
Mm-hmm.
So I started looking into ferrets a little bit.
What's the matter? What? You're whispering.
No, I'm not.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just trying not to open my mouth so wide so they get a glimpse of the food that's in there.
Uh-huh.
Trying to be polite.
Oh.
Okay, so what would my opinions and thoughts? Experiences are even better.
Yeah.
because I am going to do a lot more research, and I am going to talk to my mom as well, because she's had a couple of ferrets. Because I really don't want to go into this one blind. Because I know that ferrets they can be a little vicious if you don't do it quite right.
Mm-hmm.
And I already got 3 vicious cats. I don't need a vicious ferret too.
What vicious cat? You talking about Herbie? He's a pushover. He's afraid of bugs. He sees a bug, instead of attacking it, he runs the other way.
Yeah, he's just gonna bite the human randomly.
He only bites when you're harassing him and play fighting with him.
No, that's not the only type of bite.
Well, when he's doing other things. And Luna gets pissy.
Yeah.
But Brian hasn't been bad in a while. She's actually been, knock on wood, behaving herself.
No, she hasn't.
Huh.
You've just been in here, so you haven't seen her when she's misbehaving.
Well, what's she
Because
doing?
you're knocked out cold and you're gone.
What is she doing? What are you accusing my poor innocent Fray of doing?
Oh, no.
Huh?
That cat will terrorize from one end of the house to the other. Beating, and you hear her the entire time because she will make noise the entire time.
Doing what?
Just running her claws against the hardwood floors.
So she's just running around.
Shut up and let me finish. She will come into the game room, run up the love seat behind my monitors, pull a U-turn after she touches the sound flare a couple of times, come back out, and literally, before she's even cleared the monitors fully, she's at a full fucking run.
You got pictures?
Really?
If you don't got pictures, it didn't happen.
That's messed up.
Accusing my Fray of being bad.
Are you kidding me? This is the cat that used to hang on the door jambs.
Yeah. We won't go there.
Uh-huh, because you know she's guilty.
No. Alright, well. What to do? Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. As far as 3D printing goes, I am printing my tank finally. Let me pull up my notebook here. Bear with me while I choose the proper window. There we go.
Kitty!
Okay, cool.
We got a Herbie and a Lulu.
I heard you know Ludo. Anyhow, here's my print for my tank. Right now in the printer is the turret, and that's in the max, in the Ender Max. Give me a second while I pull up that camera. try visibility. There we go. Alright, so there's the whoa. Yeah, I'm having all kinds of issues with the cameras, aren't I?
They're just saying no.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so there's the little ender that's got their flary on. And there is the big ender. With the turret. So, and that's what's printing now. So that's at, it's a 1/100 scale tank that I got on Thingiverse, and I scaled it up to 200%. And then earlier I printed out the body. Oh, it's right here. I'll show a better picture here in a second. So I've got on there, I got about an hour and a half on the turret. And so far it's come out pretty nice. It's in eSun PLA Bone White. Actually PLA Plus. And I gotta say, I'm really, really, really liking the eSun PLA. It's very smooth, adheres really nice, doesn't show very many layer lines. It's relatively strong. And they come in quite a variety of colors.
But with the bone white in particular, when you print out little figurines and stuff, they look like little wax figures.
Yeah, I look at the little wax figures. I've got a picture here. Her Ewok.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I can find it right quick. Yeah, my Google Drive has not been updating. I'll just go to Facebook. There's the little dude right there.
You can't find another one.
Yeah. Well, Nikki says this one looks like he's made out of wax. And we got the evil Ewok. And somewhere running around here, we have the Speeder Ewok. Yeah, I got printed out. He's running around somewhere. He might be on the living room table.
Yeah.
But that's kind of what we got going on right now. I am thinking if the powers that be and the boss and all that allows me to Google screen again. Thinking about getting this guy. It's another Abrams tank, but this one is a lot more detailed. It has quite a few different versions. All different accessories.
Pretty neat.
It's definitely a lot more detailed. This one I might print nice and big. You've got a mine plow. All that fun stuff. Oh, it looks like it's relatively detailed on the inside too. Oh wow. Yeah. Definitely. Very nice. The wrong breech, though. It's a 105mm breech. So, anyhow, if the boss okays it, it's $19.99. With a discount, it's $18 and change. It's a down for printing. What do you think?
Payday.
Payday? Jeez.
Sorry.
I suppose. I guess I gotta wait till payday. Oh well. Anyhow, that's gonna be my next project. And I do have some other models that I have downloaded that I'm going to print way back in the day when I was in the Army. There was a hobby shop in Killeen, near Killeen Mall in Porter, Texas, that I used to go to quite a bit. And I used to paint micro armor, which I found very relaxing. But anyhow, I had a whole bunch of World War II ones, a whole bunch of modern ones, but in the past 30 years, moving and all that stuff, they've gotten crushed, lost. One time I put them in the hold of an airplane and the foam that they were sitting in compressed and crushed a lot of them. And they're just little pewter, soft metal tanks. But I got some tanks, an 88, 577 left. And somewhere I had a Hemet. I don't know where that is. I've got some others running around that are painted and not painted. But I have some, I found on Thingiverse, quite a few collections. And the thing about 3D printing them is I can print them in tiny, or I can print them in great big. So here's one of them. Well, here they, Get this will load up. There we go. But all kinds of tanks, vehicles, from World War I to modern. So I'll have a lot of fun fruiting out these and painting them and all that fun, happy horseshit. Alright, Ringverse is going slow. Come on. Dude. And I think this is the one with most of the modern tanks in it. I don't know, there's like 5-6 packs. So I gotta sort through those. Oh, just my capture. Anyhow, my next project is probably going to be. Let's see here. Let's see. Come on, load up. I call it a Hemet. That's what we knew them. I don't know if they changed the designation in the past 30 years. So I'm going to print out some of these. Oops. Let me sort this out. So I just gotta choose which one I want. That's just a simple little trailer. Yeah, here. It's just a Connex. Looks like a machine gun. Here. The flat trailer again. Unfortunately, Windows 10 has this nice 3D viewer built in, but it doesn't do thumbnails. So you kind of, I wonder if it does a preview. Let's see if I can turn on preview date. And unfortunately, it doesn't preview STL files. But this will probably be my next print. Once I sort through this stuff. I wonder if we got images. Oh, no images. Oh well. But that's what I'm going to be printing next. And then all of Nikki's Ewoks. Let me see. Where's my files again? So I don't know if I've ever shown a picture. I have to take a new picture of Nikki's game room and her Star Trek wall. Her nerd wall. She's got a great big Star Trek wall. And now we're working on the Star Wars shelves. And I have printed out a few Ewoks. Get this little guy here. Got him printed out. That's the one that looks like wax. And let's see here. We got the evil Ewok coming to eat your soul, or devour your soul. So we got this guy printed out too. And let's see here. We have one of the archers, but there's several of them. And Nikki said she's going to want a bunch of them.
All
All of them. So we got, let's see what we got here. We got this little guy here. I think this was the one I was having problems printing, trying to fix these holes. So that guy might not print. And then we printed out this guy. Or no, maybe it was this guy that didn't print. I forget. One of them was giving me a hard time in the slicer. This is the guy we printed. And I printed just a little round base to glue him to so he stands properly. And I've been printing these at 70 millimeters high. Which kind of gives a nice little figure. And then we've got some other figures, which I'll show here in a second, that I'm going to probably print at 140 to 160 millimeters, depending on who they are and what they are. Oh, we got Darth Vader, Luke, and all those guys. And we got the scout leader. So there's actually, 6 different Ewok archers or scouts, whatever you want to call them. And I don't know if I've downloaded it yet. Oh, and then we got this one, which is going to be a challenge to print. Well, that's just a... Looks like he's flipping you off. Yeah, this is a big file. No, I'm waiting for that one to load. Let's see here. And then I printed this one out the other day, but she hasn't taken the supports off yet, or completed that one. I must be transferring files somewhere in the background or something, because I'm getting slow response. Oh, now here's the chief guy. So this one's going to be a bit of a challenge to print out because of all the all the bridge, all the flat areas. So supports for him are going to be interesting. I'm going to have to do each one manually. Which in Cura is actually relatively simple. Did print out, there we go. And we printed this guy.
Baby, she's trying to bribe me.
Lulu? Oh, she brought her mouse. And let me see your X-ray. Where is it? Oh. And I printed out this one, which is actually several different pieces. It's an X-wing. But nice little X-wing. We have some TIE fighters. Let's see here, TIE fighter. Whoops. Okay. Oh, we got a TIE Fighter 2 halves. So we'll print that one out. And green. I believe these are the ones that I want to. This is just one or two. Oh no, it's a bunch of them. Well, they're all in a anatomical pose, which is less than optimal. And actually not really that detailed. So I may have to revisit the figurines one. And I know I've got some droids. Let's see here. Oh, R2D2. So he'll probably print out about the same size as the Ewoks. And actually, I might do him next for you. R2. Somewhere in here we have a Death Star too. Let's see here. I think this is in halves. Yeah. So it prints in halves. Fits together. And it's actually a globe. Of globe pieces. So we're probably going to print this one out in black and gray. Gray for the Death Star and black for the arms. Yeah, we got a Baby Yoda doorstop, which we've already printed one, which keeps the laundry room door open for us, which leads into our workshop. Oh no, we have a regular Yoda, not a Baby Yoda one. I should probably print out Baby Yoda. I think I have the regular Yoda doorstop. There it is. And this is the one I printed out that keeps our door open. And if you give me Yodi, our original one broke or came off. So I had an extra Yoda running around. If he started painting.
Don't judge me on the paint. He's a rough print.
Yeah, he is a rough print. One of our earlier prints. So we're getting better. We're learning. Getting better in our technique. And of course, I've got all her Star Trek stuff. So we'll take a picture and post that probably on Facebook or something of her nerd. And then we got Stargate. And so we go. We got some Stargate stuff.
Doctor Who.
Doctor Who. I'm in the middle of printing a TARDIS, but I got to get some more blue Overture PEG to finish printing those. And that
We gotta get two blues because I got you types.
Yeah. Well, anyhow, I guess I got to get a lot of blue. See if we can find a PLA in that same blue. Maybe Overture PLA in the same color. But that one I'm going to actually put a LED light in it, so it lights up. We can get a USB LED light kit either online or Hobby Lobby. And then I kind of got the wild idea of maybe using
Let's go.
something from like those recording things for birthday cards and stuff, something like that. Oh shit!
What are you doing?
Oh shit! I broke something.
You broke my door.
Well, I was trying to pull up the support.
Oh, my door.
Anyhow, uh, either using a recording chip from a birthday card type deal and putting a TARDIS sound, or going as far as getting like a Raspberry Pi Zero or something, and some mini speakers, and an app, and you can make it make sounds, do lights, alert you. I've got a wild idea, so we'll see what we'll do with the TARDIS. That'll be an interesting project.
Mm-hmm.
And who knows, we may make them and sell them.
Yeah, not allowed.
Why?
Artist. It's a licensed product.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well. Oh, and of course we got the Stargate. Let's see the open image here. Here we go. Here. And we'll print this one off. For a Stargate collection.
You gonna show the little video of it too?
No, that's a different one.
No, the video.
But that takes a lot of electronics and programming and soldering and all that stuff.
Show it anyway.
Don't know where that video is. But she saw what I showed her where it actually lit up and the ring spun around and it dialed and all that fun stuff. But I'm not a soldering person, so that might be a little beyond my capabilities. Yeah, we got a Doctor Who, a Pokemon, and other stuff. So we got some fun things.
I just kind of wish it went a little faster.
Yeah, I know it is a little on the slow side, isn't it? I'm sure you could probably gear it or speed it up.
What exactly are you talking about?
What do you mean faster? The Stargate?
No.
Oh, or the process of printing all this stuff.
Yeah, the
Oh,
process
yeah,
of
well.
printing all that stuff.
Well, you got a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Lot of stuff. And each print can take anywhere from an hour to 20 hours. So.
But at the same time, it's a good thing that I'm able to pick a lot of stuff like that, though, because if I don't, you complain because you've got nothing to do.
I know, I get bored.
I'd invite them to watch a movie with us, but
Yeah, you're not allowed to do that.
I think we might get in trouble.
Yeah, you're not allowed to do that. You'll get muted for copyright protection. Don't get me started. I use Pretzel for my music, and it works great on Twitch and YouTube, but Facebook mutes every single fucking video for copyright protection. Anyway. But Nikki's still stuffing her face, so she hasn't shown off her recent paintings yet.
Baby, grab them.
How about I hand them to you? Okay, workbench. All right, show them off. Show them off. Show them off. Show them off. You made me go get them, so you get to show them off.
Right here. You show off this.
Hey. Anyhow, here's our Ewok on the speeder. The supports are still attached. So I'm going to set Nikki after tearing this off. And we'll get that guy all set up. We might have to print a stand for him.
Sure, Bob.
Anyhow, you've seen this on Facebook in black and silver. This one is turquoise and like a bone, all white, with some glittery stuff on it. I kind of didn't do the mix right, so it is a little drippy looking, but Nikki said it makes it look like water.
Looking, it got that
Water look,
yeah.
I just said. But anyhow, I had some drips and all that, but Nikki says it looks fine. Looks like water. So I'm still working on my airbrush technique.
I just don't like the airbrush.
She likes candy.
Just that big.
Yeah. Anyhow, next. Or are you going to do it? Alright, are you going to show it off or you want me to?
What?
The next piece.
I'm fine.
Okay.
That is yours.
You're going to get tired of me switching cans back and
No,
forth.
it's all right. Here, I'll show these two,
Okay.
and then you can go back to that one.
Okay.
Okay. So most of y'all saw when I did Pikachu.
Pikachu.
Okay. Most recently completed is our little Eevee.
Yeah, that camera doesn't focus very well. I need to get some more Logitech cameras.
Okay.
They tend to
But
focus better.
this is my little Eevee. Ain't she cutie?
You got your Flareon.
Flareon's not finished yet.
Well, you can kind of show her a work in progress.
Her highlighting isn't done.
She's still got some more to go. And the print's a little rough.
The print is very, very rough. She's got a broken ear.
I don't know if it was printed too fast, the layer wasn't right, or if my setting was just a crappy model. I'm not really sure. Compared to Eevee and Pikachu and some of the others. And your lighthouse?
Okay, so this is in two pieces. This one has, I'm sure if y'all watched me painting it, you remember.
Mm-hmm.
But it actually came out a lot better than I thought it was going to, so this is the base. And this is what sits on top of the base. Got in the way.
Oh, it's a St. Augustine lighthouse.
So,
Came out really nice.
and right onto the base it goes. And this will be glued. I just wanted everything painted and sealed and finished before I glued it down. So, Is she? And, you know, as I was painting this, I realized I had some rough spots down on the bottom here, the print did.
Mm-hmm.
Just a couple little, you know, lines and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember looking at it going, huh, that's not a screw up. That's like, you know, just...
The stucco?
Yeah. It's like I've been next to this lighthouse. I know what this lighthouse actually looks like. Okay, but yeah, so that's it for now. Let's see.
Got you already shown.
Yeah.
Alright. Let me take over really quick. Way back when, after I moved back from Phoenix to Austin, roommate Nell, she introduced me to the world of Second Life. And I eventually introduced Nikki to Second Life. And it's basically a virtual world, you know, kind of like an MMORPG, something like that. That's a multiplayer deal. But it's just a big sandbox you create and just do things. Sell clothes, items, cyber sex, all that fun stuff.
Kinky shit.
But in 2011 or 10 or 11, probably around in 2011, they introduced something called Mesh, which allowed me to use 3ds Max and my favorite programs to create 3D objects. And one of the things I did was a Zen garden.
Sorry.
And I printed out a gong, or I made a gong, and I was able to print it out when I got my 3D printer. And Nikki painted this not too long ago. So this came out really nice. And I got a few other items I'm going to try printing. From Second Life and In Worlds and all that stuff.
I could make a killing on making dollhouse toys.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you could.
Just too bad I'm not the really kind of person. My dollhouses would be, you know, more,
Farmhouse?
no,
Modern?
more Evanescence, Marilyn Manson.
Oh, Annie.
Well,
No.
and look at the houses that I designed in Second Life. They're black and red.
Yeah.
Was my going theme. Those were my colors, black and red.
I am going to quickly do something here right quick because I keep forgetting my commands. I'm going to throw some links and stuff up in the chat. A little bit of housekeeping, I guess you could say.
Housekeeper.
Yeah.
She's gonna spam the channel.
Yeah, I'm going to spam the channel. Anyhow, we've got our main site. And we also have our Discord, which you can join and share your creations, see our stuff in progress, and chat with us in real time and all that. There's also a Facebook Messenger chat on the webpage now, so you can do stuff like that.
Chat with us in real time. Fit for home.
If for home, sitting there and listening. And a month or two ago, we said we were going to stop DC as a full business and just do it more for fun.
Which we have.
Which we have, and we've been enjoying it quite a bit. Trying to come up with product and keep stock and advertising and maintaining an Etsy store and all that was just a pain in the ass. It was becoming a job. I'm retired. Nikki's my caregiver. So, we don't work.
No, we don't work.
But we don't mind if you contact us. And if you want something made, or creation, 3D, be a bit 3D print, laser engraving on the Glowforge, some relatively simple woodwork. I'm not a great woodworker. 3D prints, 3D design, pretty much just about anything. You can go to our contact page and you can send us an email customized at designpage.us and let us know what you want. And if we can do it, we can work something out and we'll create something for you. So yes, we are definitely open for commissions. Let's see, what else here? Oh, and if we got stuff in the cameras, but we're not streaming, you can always check out our cameras and our printers. Right now, the bolt enders are on there. I think the Glowforge will be back on there pretty soon once we kind of clean up the studio and get that set up again. What else we got here? And if you want to, if Twitch only saves our videos for a little while, so you can catch us on YouTube. And we stream live to YouTube and Facebook too at the same time. And if you want to help support us by following us so we can get followers and become affiliates and be able to do subscriptions and all that fun Twitch stuff. But in the meantime, if you want to support our channel and
help us give the means to do what we do.
We have some Amazon wish lists. We got our filament. Let's see here. We got a few different supplies. And I believe we got some paints that we looked at. And let's see what else we got here. Bop, 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 bop. Nuts, bolts, and fasteners. You know, the stuff that holds everything together. And then if you just want to buy us a gift for our birthdays, Christmas, whatever, there's just some just general stuff that we like. All right. Yes, I do have a Patreon channel. Once we get going, we start getting good at what we're doing. We start getting some followers and some subscriptions. We'll reopen the Patreon idea.
Okay, don't fuck with this too much. There's a lot of broken pieces that I need to don't, because I'm holding pieces together.
Oh, okay. But those are our links and our stuff like that. I think I got everything on there.
I had to tear this motherfucker apart.
Yeah. Well, looks like the majority of it stayed together.
Yeah, thanks, Believe, but
yeah, I spammed the channel. So those are all the different links. I will be going back to the Design Creations webpage and kind of cleaning it up and doing some new stuff on there. Get rid of some old stuff and putting in some new stuff. We've decided a while back not to stream on a schedule. Yes, I know there are people that stream every day, Tuesdays and Thursdays, Saturday, whatever. We've decided we're not going to do that.
we can't. We literally physically cannot do that.
Being retired and not really having a schedule, we keep weird hours sometimes.
And even when we do get on the schedule, we could be on that schedule for 3-4 days. We could be on that schedule for 3-4 months.
Yeah.
And it will change literally like that.
Yeah. So we're going to stream sporadically. We will try to give a couple hours worth of notice. So join our Twitch channels. I don't have a Twitch link on me at the moment, but you can see it
All they
in.
have to do is.
I'm sorry, Twitter. I'm sorry, Twitter.
Well, if you go to Twitch and you look up Sonia KG5YFZ, you will go directly to Miss Sonia's profile, who is,
Me.
yeah.
Anyhow, but I will clean up some links, and we'll try to tweet an hour or two before we go live. Try to post a Facebook post before we go live.
If you don't want to always be watching Facebook or things like that, like I was saying, you can just go to Twitch, go to Sonia's profile, click the follow button. That follow button, you will get notifications from Twitch when Sonia goes live.
Yeah, and Nikki too. But yeah, as we get followers,
You can get to my page from Sonia's as well, and you can follow mine as well on the rare, very rare occasions that I might stream from mine.
And we may do a few games. I know I do flight sim streams every so often. But like I said, we're not going to stick to a schedule, but we may choose one day out of the week where we'll try to stream consistently, maybe 60 to 80% of the time. So like every Thursday or something, or every Wednesday or something, we'll do something. But the majority of our streams will be spontaneous as we get stuff to print, paint, create, things like that. Just whatever catches our fancy. And it may not always be at 7 or 8 o'clock at night. It may be in the morning, maybe in the afternoon. It may be in the middle of the goddamn night. For anybody in Europe who want to follow us too. So, we're flexible.
Absolutely. Considering our sleep is so damn flexible.
Yeah. I don't know, but like I said, we really don't have anything to really paint to do yet because stuff's still being printed. I've been kind of lazy. I've been watching the 1960 series Combat, so I've been being lazy.
This stream was pretty much just for updating and chit-chatting.
Yeah, just to stream and to become affiliate too, you do have to stream X amount of time, X amount of days and hours and all that. So, yeah, on our path to affiliate and all that, we have to kind of meet some of the rules. And we need follow. I'm not going to sit there and do my YouTube video and tell you for 5 minutes before the video starts to follow and subscribe. That's BS. At the end of my video, in the middle of my video stuff, I'll tell you to follow. I'll throw some links up there. But I'm not going to beg for followers for 5 minutes before you get to the meat and potatoes.
Okay, and that's enough about followers.
Anyhow. We will be getting some good airbrush paints probably at the end of the month. Some Army Painter or Citadel.
If not at the end of the month, then the middle of August, we'll be getting a nice kit.
Yeah, we'll get like 60, 70 some odd paints that will go through our airbrush really nicely. So I'll start working on my airbrush. So any tips, tricks, hints on airbrushing, let me know. I am still learning. Nikki has quite a nice selection of acrylic craft paints that she got from Walmart and Hobby Lobby. And those work really, really well for her with the brushes. I shake too much, especially when I'm doing fine work, so I really can't brush too well.
Yeah, this is why Sonia and I make such a great team. I hate the airbrush.
Yeah, she hates the airbrush. I'm learning it.
I like being up close and personal with whatever I'm working with. Okay, for me, it adds a certain touch, a certain appeal to it. Okay, but Sonia's great at the bigger items. Once
I get my mixture down right.
Sonia's really good at this. I mean, even with a screwed up mixture, she did a really good job on it.
And there's actually two different paints. It is a apple barrel turquoise mixed with, believe it or not, washer fluid that I found online. That I think I mixed a little too thin, hence the drips. And then we bought some Army Painter turquoise.
Hydra turquoise, yeah.
The Army Painter. Yeah, the Army Painter. And I did the second coat in that. That one I just did a couple of drops of flow improver. from Color Master or Creative Color or something. I forgot who's the maker of.
That camera's better.
Oh, you want the full Nikon?
Yeah. It's clearer.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, focus. Oh, there it goes. Okay, yeah, the Army painters. We will be looking at Citadel paints too, Vallejo, and if they ever have a full kit, Pro Acryl by Monument Hobbies, Monument Slow Fuse.
yes.
They're on my follow on my about down at the bottom. You can follow them too. They're great. A lot of knowledge, fun people. Jen and Monument. They're a lot of fun. But right now they only have the individual paints available. They don't have any kits currently available. COVID and all that kind of screwed things up.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll try those paints too. Show Cali Cat.
I'm also going to kind of put my 2 cents in here in just a second. But Sonia wants me to show you my little Cali cats. So this is Snow.
Yeah, and these are just the calibration caps for
I know,
calibrating the
you
printer.
can see some of her sparkle.
Yeah.
That's why she's named Snow.
Yeah, these are just the calibration caps that you find online to calibrate your printer. And I printed out a couple of them, set my printers up. So I gave them the Nikki to paint. Oh, and Thor's hammer.
Take down Thor's hammer. Show the picture. No, he's holding up the tape.
It's not holding up the tape.
Oh.
Anyhow, I don't know where that picture is, baby. Thor's hammer. This is a little thing of earth paint. And spinning it around the other way. It's got a little magnet in it. And I will back out the camera a little bit. It sits on the nail on our paint. So it's a little fridge magnet. So we had some fun with that. Probably end of August, middle September. I am looking at getting another 3D printer. Yes, I know, but a multiple extruder one, 3 extruder one. When I get some time, I'll throw some details up about that. But we can do multiple colors and materials and stuff like that. I will play with that in a couple of months, and we'll let you know. Nikki's pointing something out at me. What you got?
Printer crack.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I either printed it too fast, too low of an infill. I'm not too sure.
This is why I don't have anything to print. It's not our fault to paint. It's not our fault, I promise. Unfortunately, printer cracked.
Yeah, the printer cracked, and then the Leafeon I printed it with a bunch of holes in it. Almost like a Voronoi cap.
Yeah.
So I think I was printing that one way too fast. But right now I got a Leafeon in there. Let's see. The Ender 2. Where's the Ender? Do I have the Ender 2 on port? Bear with me as I pull up the right camera. There we go. There's the Ender 2. Or the Ender 3 B2. I keep calling it Ender 2. But I'll call it the little Ender.
The baby Ender.
The little Ender and in your Ender.
Yeah, okay.
And there's the, we got, Leafeon going in right now. And she's printing out. Not too bad. And then on the big Ender, which gives me the wrong image. Give me a second while I bolt that camera too. I have my tank turret. There it is. There's the tank turret. And that's the M1A2, A1. I'm not sure if it's an A1 or an A2. It might be an A1. Looks like, yeah, looks like it's an A1, M1A1. I got a little too much light, so let's take some light. So you can see a little better image. So that should be done here in about 40 minutes. I'll take that off, and then I got to print a couple and a couple of machine guns. But that will print here pretty soon, and then I will probably do this one in a standard green, black, and brown camouflage. And then I will print a tusk. And then if the boss lets me get the one online for $20, I will do the mine plow and all that stuff. And then I'll have a helmet and some other neat things, maybe an 88 and some other fun stuff. But that's what we got going for printers right now. You got anything to add? I guess we'll probably kind of call it a night here really soon. We've been going for just about an hour and 20 minutes. Unless you want to paint a little bit on camera. Are you going to do that?
I don't get into shit.
I don't think get in it.
Random getting into shit.
We will go to the full icon. Just a little bit. And you can watch her do that while I fill my drinking. You need drinking, Phil?
Yes, I just
Use your finger for what?
blending.
Mm-hmm. That's allowed. Oh, she's painting a little bit, which might get us through to the finishing of the tank turret. Like my supports look a little bit. And the bed might be a little too cold. So what are you doing over there? Highlights now?
Yeah.
What kind of highlights? Whites or
Well, it's an off-white.
an off-white?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm messing with the camera a little bit. I'm gonna crop it up a little bit of the extra crap. Now, I may do a Patreon video, a pre-recorded one, on what I've learned about 3D printing so far. And what I've done to my enders to get them to the point where they are printing pretty much consistently. Few oddities, but yeah, I had a Dremel 3D45, which worked for a while really nice, but then I got to be a pain in the ass, and I ended up getting rid of it. For one, it kind of wanted proprietary filament spools. If you didn't use their filament, it kind of got weird, and you couldn't really tinker with it. It was set and run and go. It's made for classrooms. Got me started. Then I got a Prusa, and I think I used the Prusa to really learn some stuff on, and I kind of crapped out the extruder a little bit, kind of melted some of the stuff, and really made a mess out of things, so it was screwing up on me. Got tired of it. I sold it. I got an Ender 2 and an Ender Max, an Ender 3 version 2 and an Ender 3 Max. The Ender 3 V2 was pissing me off. I did something with the hot end and I had to get a new one, so I got a kind of a cheap all metal one, and it was just pure crap by Dawn Blade, and it just crap. And I ended up getting the OEM Creality hot end, which came pre-assembled, so I had to do a little bit of rewiring, and it so far is working out really nice. I was able to fix my BL Touch. I have to probably get a couple little probes. I have to get a couple little replacement probes, because you kind of got to stroke it a little bit when you turn it on for the day to get the probe not to error out. There's a slight bend in it. But the BL Touch is working great. I've got some solid mounts on it, and that one's printing decently. The Ender 3 Max has been just cranking out really nice. I've got, again, solid mounts and a BL Touch on that as well. And the TH3D firmware, unified firmware. And using Octodash, before I start a print and start my day, I home it. Then I do 3 or 4 levels. And then I start the print. The print starts a quick level. Then it throws down a white line, kind of purge any of the crap out of the filament, out of the extruder. And then it starts laying down a brim. As the brim goes down, I adjust the Z offset to get a nice, good adhesion to the bed. Once I do that, it prints fine. I'm hoping now that I've got the BL Touch on the Ender 3 V2 working right, I basically got to do the same thing, and those will perform beautifully for me here in the future. So, knock on wood, I think we got everything kind of sorted out. I think. Maybe. We hope. So, let's see here. Let's go to the quad cam. I need to grab a camera from this one. Copy this one. Go to the night. Face the camera. Put this booger here so you can see both printers cranking away. But yeah. If you guys got any ideas, suggestions, email us, Discord us, Facebook us. Facebook, Discord, Twitch message, wherever. however you can get a hold of us. So, yeah, ideas, suggestions. If you got neat prints out there, or neat STL files, neat laser engraving profile stuff that you want to share with us, send us our way. We'll look at them and play with them and maybe create them. If you've got some custom work you want us to try to do for you, again, send us at a an email. What we got? I don't understand what you did. What you
How's their tail look?
did? Yellow?
Just yellow?
Oh, okay. I see some of the white now. Maybe a little heavier on the white. No?
Nope.
Okay.
Because her tail is actually supposed to be just pure yellow. Same with her mane and her hair.
Uh-huh.
And I just put it in some subtle highlights in there. So when it's sitting on a shelf,
Mm-hmm. Okay, I see.
you see what I mean?
Yeah.
It now has that really nice highlight and those nice shadows in there
Yeah.
because of the subtle colors that I put on.
Okay. I trust you. Don't believe you, but I trust you.
You can see it for yourself.
Yeah. I'll show her off again.
Sorry, I got rubbing my nose and shit.
Yeah, this isn't a very detailed model. It is, the eyes are just painted on, same with the nose, versus Leafeon and Eevee and all that actually had some details into the model.
Now, hold on, give me a second, because I know the Nikon doesn't have the greatest light, so let me try something.
Yeah, I need to get a light for it.
Does that help at all, guys?
Yeah.
That's with a light directly on it.
Here, let me. Here.
You hold, let me show.
Is that all better?
Sort of.
Kind of sort of see.
You at least get a better idea. But she's done now, she just needs to be sealed.
What else you got to seal?
That's it.
That's it.
She's all slucked.
Have we ever showed off the kitty cats, the hearts?
Yeah.
Okay. And you want me to print another one of those in blue and turquoise or purple and turquoise for your office?
Purple and turquoise, and Mom wants a set identical to that.
To the pink and gold. Okay, that I can do soon. I'll do that when I do her pug and her Dotson. So I'll do the pug and Dotson on this, and then I'll do.
Maybe you could start those tonight.
Yeah, I don't know how much time is left on Leafeon here. Leafeon has 2.5 hours left.
Okay.
My tank turret has about 24 minutes left. So yeah, I can do probably the pug and the Dotson. And I got another spool of white. So I will fire that up on the max.
You drop those off. They're a surprise tonight.
Or you can do first Saturday when you guys go out.
Probably tomorrow when I go.
Okay, so do you stuff with your uncle?
Yes.
Okay. Because you know we're going to be at the hospital.
I know. This is until evening.
Okay. And then we got to set up their security camera too. Well, it shouldn't take too
Hi.
If
Okay.
you could bring your laptop with you,
Okay.
so easier than using a tablet. If we have to format the SD card and do any setup, we can do it on the computer on the Wi-Fi instead of firing up that big ass beast of theirs. The Matthew American. We'll use your laptop right quick, set up the camera because they got the cord and the camera, and I got the SD card in my purse. So it's one of my dash cam SD cards. The other one, I don't know where it is. It's in a shirt pocket somewhere. But I'll get another 256 or something, another 5 ball.
When we have a free day, so probably Saturday evening.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not free day, it's only free afternoon, but still. I just want to throw the dry packs. So
Oh, there's nothing in them right now?
no, and these weren't doing any good in there anyway.
Okay.
They're supposed to be a dark bluish purple.
Okay, so you gotta nuke them?
Yeah.
I need to get a package of them. I think, like I said, I found a pack of like 3,000 for a lot less than buying 3 packs of small packages. Let's see what we got here. Put it at the bottom. Let's see here. Oh, 300 pack. I'm sorry. Well, the 300 pack is $33.82.
Okay, that's not bad at all.
A 50 pack is $14.
Well, let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've got 10.
So $14.92 times. So for 150 of them, it's $44. But if I get the 300 pack,
Okay.
it's $33.
Okay. We have 10 bins right now.
Mm-hmm.
You need a minimum of 10 of those in each bin. So that's 100 right there.
Okay.
Okay, just to put fresh ones in.
Okay, so a 150 pack is $23.
Okay.
And then a 300 pack.
I would say get the 300. That's 3 changes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, 1 full, 2 change.
Yeah, and $34
Yeah.
for 300 of them.
Which means it's $11 a change, and since you only have to, are these we'll pick, okay.
Yeah, same ones. Exact
Okay.
same ones.
So then that means these are good for 3 months each, up to 4, depending on the level of humidity in the workshop during the season.
Yeah, we do keep it relatively
So-
cool in here, but it is a converted garage, still with the garage door, so there is some space around the door, and it's not insulated.
I would recommend this.
Mhm.
Get it with the August check,
Mm-hmm.
because you only need 1 of these a year.
1 300 pack a year? Oh, okay. If you guys are wondering what it is that we're talking about, these little silica packs, desiccant packs, filament tends to be very, what's the word? Hydroscopic. I forget the exact word, but it attracts moisture and water.
Porous?
Huh?
The word porous?
No, porous. It's got holes in it. It's hydroscopic. I forget the exact word. But it collects moisture. PLA, PETG's worse. ABS is really bad. Nylons is really, really, really bad. So you get airtight containers. I do have, you said 10 of them.
Yes.
They are kind of expensive, really. But I have some kind of, I think they're Ziploc, I'm not sure. Airtight containers. They're basically a Rubbermaid type container with a foam seal. and some latches to hopefully keep it airtight and watertight. Yeah, I have the 16 quart ones, and they got them all the way up to 70 quart.
The 16 quarts are nice. You fit 4 spools of filament in each one.
Yeah, 4 1,000 kilogram spools.
Yeah.
No, 1,000. Yeah, 1 kilogram. So
Yeah.
1,000 gram. So, 4 of them is 48. It's just under $50. 3 of them, well, they don't have a 3-pack at the moment. Yeah, different prices, different sizes, but I get the 16 quart, and they work out really, really nice. These aren't exactly Ziploc brand, but they work. They're the Irish brand. And I do have Ziploc ones on there too, but I think those are bigger. Those are the larger ones, which I might pick up 1 or 2 of those. These are... Oh, these are 16 quart. So I don't know. A 4-count for 100. I don't know why the price difference. Those are Ziploc for 107 for 4 16 quart ones. And up to these make because they're not Ziploc brand.
Yeah.
So you're not paying for the name, but they're the exact same blasted thing for less than half the price. And you can get these in different size, 16 quart all the way up to 70 quart. So I may get a 30 quart or a 44 quart for if I get some 2-pound spools. So they got a few of those. But I've got room for 1, 2, 3, 4, probably 6 to 8 more on those shelves. And if I stack another layer, so I've got room for like another 10 boxes. As my filament collection grows. Like I said, I'm really, really loving that eSun. Right now, my favorite filaments to work with are eSun, Overture, and Nova Maker. eSun does PLA Plus, which is a slightly different formulation. It's a little stronger. I believe it goes down a lot smoother, a lot less lines, and looks a lot cleaner. And you can see here all kinds of colors. And they are relatively expensive, $22.
Inexpensive.
Yeah, inexpensive. Ranging about $23 a piece for a kilogram, which is really good. And then Overture is my next favorite brand. Let's see if I can have Overture. Yeah. Here's an Overture. These are fairly good too. This is just standard PLA, but goes down really nice. Probably not as nice as the eSun, but good consistent color, good consistent performance, and the spools around really nicely.
How much time is left on that tank?
I have I got 14 minutes or so. Okay. And then Nova Maker was another choice that I like, and that's what I'm printing on the Ender 3V2 right now. I got some Nova Maker white. Let's see here. Well, how about we do it the easy way and just do a quick search? Okay, yeah, I got 2 spools of white. This is the Nova Maker, I think. Yeah, and so far I've been pretty happy with Nova Maker too. So those are my top 3 go-tos. I did get Amazon Basics. Those are fairly decent. You can get a good price. Like 3 spools of white. I got like 8 of them or 9 of them at one point. And I've got a bunch of little leftovers. They're good. They're cheap, but they are not wound very well, so they are prone to binding and catching. So you can't just print, forget, and walk away. You kind of got to keep an eye on it and an ear too, because you can hear when it starts screwing up. Because it will bind up. But it's a good, cheap, consistent filament from Amazon Basics. That's good for like white and reds, or white and blacks for your basics, or you just want to print a lot of stuff. Hatchbox is fairly good so far. I've got ABS from Hatchbox. That's fairly easy to work with. I do have a carbon fiber. I forgot who I got that from. I have not printed with it yet. It does require high temperature, and the Enders stock OEM don't do super high temperatures right off the bat. You kind of got to mess with the firmware, and you got to you got to change out your PTFE tube, and probably get an all metal hot end as well, so you don't off gas. But hey, let's see, JO. I haven't used this one yet, the carbon fiber yet. So we will play with that one of these days. We'll print something that we need to be strong. Mica 3D is pretty good. DOD 3D, I think it is pretty good. Let's see. Who else do I got? SageSmart, they're decent. I have a copper fill that actually has copper infused in it. The only problem is it has a smaller hole, so you need a smaller spindle to put it on in order to use it. So I got to print out a small spindle. I do have some TPU, some purple TPU that I made some bracelets out of. I did that on the Prusa. I have not tried TPU in the Enders yet, since they have a Bowden Bowden feed rather than a direct feed, and the Overture is TPU as well. This is black. I got the purple. Oh, I know I got it somewhere. Where is it? There it is. Oh, I guess the purple's out of stock. Okay. But the Overture TPU is fairly decent. It's nice, flexible. You can print them at different infills to get different flexibilities. I did have a bracelet running around here. I forgot where I put it. Problem with TPU is it flexes in the feed. So a Bowden, it might be prone to clogging. A direct feed works better. I will try TPU again here soon in the Bowden tube and let y'all know how it goes. Hopefully it does fairly well. I do plan on getting some like army green, some camo green, and printing out, combat veteran PTSD bracelets. I did print out a diabetic one for my mother-in-law and for Nikki in the purple. So kind of like medical bracelets. I got the Live Strong style and then another style. So those might be available from us too. And I got a custom one for Nikki that's got a Stay Wild Moon Child and some moon faces on it. And Nikki wandered off on me. Isn't that always the way? Oh, we got about 9 minutes left on the tank. On the tank turret, excuse me. Like I said, I'll probably do the tank, the A1 here, in a standard brown, black, and green camouflage. I will more than likely use the airbrush. Yeah, button for punishment. I do have a camouflage stencil, and I did find one technique where you used putties. You kind of put your putties on there, and you spray it, you take the putties off, spray it, and you get your camouflage pattern. So I will see what works best for me. I don't have any putty, so I may have to go to a store or online and get some of that. If you guys have a suggestion or a tip for the type of putty to use, send it to me in chat, Discord, whatever, email, wherever. Oops. Again, if you want to get a hold of us, there's our contact. I don't know if this. Yeah, okay. That page works. So it's got all our email addresses on it for both Design Creations and Essence of Magic, and it has a form if you would like to stay anonymous. I don't know why you would. We kind of like to know who you are and get to know you. But if you want to stay anonymous, there is a form on there. It has a field for your name, email, phone number, and a website, stuff like that. But the only thing that's required on there is just the message. The rest of the fields you can leave blank. Or you can just send a standard email with the email links. I am running out of things to talk about. Just show this is our email form. Our email, our contact. And yes, there are some phone numbers on there too if you are old school and want to talk to us directly. We don't always answer the phone because we're not always next to it, but you can always leave us a message. We do have a fax too if you want to fax us stuff. We can get contacted all kinds of ways. So, okay, my love. Oh, sorry. You had anything to add? I've been kind of paddling along here. I guess they're tired of listening to me.
No, I'm good.
You're good?
I'm sore. My body wants to go down.
Kind of tired.
Yeah, so what? Hence the caffeine.
I took a couple-hour nap before the stream, so I would have slept through the stream, but
No,
I could not turn off.
You took an hour, not a couple hours. You took
Just an hour?
Yeah.
Really? Oh.
Because Luna kept. You heard her, right?
No.
You yelled at her.
Did I?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah, she was howling.
I must have been asleep.
And you just went, Luna, shut up.
I must have been asleep. Anyhow, I took a nap. I would probably slept through the stream going to stream tonight, but I could not turn off the alarm on my Amazon Dot, Echo, whatever you call it. And it just kept going off and going off and going off and going off. So I just got up and said, okay, enough. Woke up Nikki from her nap, and here we are.
Yeah, my nap consisted all of about 30 minutes.
All about 30 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Sonia woke me when it was just getting good.
Oh, you're having one of those type of naps.
No, it was just a pleasant dream. What are you doing?
I'm just playing with you. There we go. So, anything else you want to talk about, think about? Anything you want to impart? Any knowledge, wisdom, gems, solicitations, calls for redheads? Yes,
I'm very picky with redheads, so I won't call for redheads because some of the other ones say no.
The crazy ones. Why aren't those the best type?
I didn't say it. I didn't like the crazy ones. Because yes, those are the best.
Now we have 4 minutes on the turn, so we'll let that kind of play out. As we say.
Yeah.
We will probably, as well, like I said, I do flight sim streams. I'll probably do one here Saturday while they go out garage sailing and stuff. They're taking my mom and her mom out garage sailing, trying to get them together and get them to do it on their own. You know, they're both close.
They're both of them. They're very bad at,
Making plans and getting out of the house.
yeah. But if somebody else makes the plans for them,
Oh, they're all up for it.
yeah, they're good.
But they live just, not too far away. They're close in age. They got the same likes and stuff, so they should be good. Good for you. But anyhow, while they're out doing that, I will probably do a flight sim stream this weekend on Twitch and Facebook on my Facebook group, Sonia's Hangar. And we will continue to do our impromptu streams, our crazy streams. And we may, even play some video games online. If we get bored.
Well, you never know. Maybe one of these days I'll break out my tarot deck.
She may even do some tarot. That'll be in essence a magic stream.
I was kidding.
Who knows? We'll see.
That's personal thing.
Right. Oh, 2 minutes. 2-minute warning. Oh, look like it's shrinking the wind sensor. Hey, Looney.
And you almost said my boyfriend.
I know. I'm doing my goal.
Yes. Poor Lulu.
Oh, that's something a bit of
Alright, I did it.
Fantastic. Yes, I have got to clean my workbench.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know what I'm talking about. Well, kind of. The nightmare that is my workbench.
And yet she says, I'm messy.
Oh, you're a different kind of messy. I may have to move that tape to the other side. But yeah, I kind of got a mess in here. I got boxes, plastic, parts, all over the place. Yeah, I do need to clean up a little. Kind of mess going on. Hi, Lulu.
She's mad at me.
Why is she mad at you?
Because I'm not in the game room cuddling.
Mm. Well, excuse us.
You've seen what her and Herbie do to me now.
Yeah, I know. They glom all over you. Oh, it looks like the tank is done. Go ahead. And we'll go to and here's my turn. Yes, there's a lot of support on it. Hopefully it comes off relatively easily.
Or would you like me to try? I've broken the last two, so.
I do need to get a different selection, a few selections of different clippers, some small ones, long ones, more needly ones, to kind of get, because these just all in one that come with the printer kind of suck for some things. But I need,
Getting the boards off.
yeah, I do need a few different styles so I can kind of mix and match, because it'd be easier if I had a long nose to clip some of this stuff easier. One thing with the multi-extruder one, I can use soluble supports, so I can print the main part in PLA, PEG, whatever, and then the supports in a water-soluble filament, and just dunk it in water basically and let the supports dissolve. So that is another thing for using a multi-extruder printer, multi-material extruder printer. Yes, Prusa does have a 5 material one, but I really don't have $1,500 to drop on it at the moment. And I am kind of liking the simpler hot end of the Creality brand style clones. One of the problems I had with the Prusa was that the hot end, the version 6 hot end, sits inside of a plastic housing, and it's just kind of friction fit. So as you change nozzles and mess with it, the hot end, the finned cooling part, kind of the metal cylinder, just kind of spun around as you took nozzles
Let me
off.
see that for a minute.
What? What? Well, anyhow, the big metal fin piece in there would spin around and get loose, and it just made a mess, and you got a lot of leakage. It wasn't really easy to change out nozzles. Yes, the Prusa is very, very precise. It is a nice printer, has a nice leveling feature, but like everything in life, there are caveats to everything. So the Crealities have a very much more simpler hot end, and the hot end is attached to the Z-axis with 2 screws, and it is very tight, very stable. So switching out nozzles on that is very, very quick, very, very easy. And the hot ends are very easy to change out. They may be a little less precise. You don't get as great as precision as maybe the version 6 or the Prusa. But maintenance-wise, it's much easier to deal with. So, trade-offs, caveats, stuff like that. So, if I ever get some money, I may get a MMU with a Prusa or a Prusa Mini. I don't know. If I need to do precision stuff. Yes, Prusas are nice. They're a little expensive, and they can have a lot of lead time since the only people who really sell them is Prusa themselves. And sometimes it can take up to a couple of months to get your printer coming from the Czech Republic. And yes, you can get them from third parties sometimes, like on eBay, but they kind of jack up the price a couple extra $100 if you need the printer right away within a week or two. Okay, yeah, you can do that if you want to pay the extra money, but hey, to each their own, That's what they call free will and freedom of choice, which for a little while longer still exists. Yes, it's going to be a right pain in the ass. I am still playing with my support adjustments to see if I can get a better release out of it than this mess. It can be quite a bit of a pain in the ass. The thing is, if I print it a little bit, if I print it closer to the body of the main part, I get a smoother bottom. But if I'm having this much trouble with the current printing, if I lessen the Z gap between the support and the model, I'd be having an even harder time. So if you're a 3D printer nut and you got some experience and you got some tips and tricks, let me know. I will definitely appreciate it. Like I said, I've only been 3D printing for less than a year now. So I got my first printer last July, August, something around there. So I think I bought it in July, and I got it up and running when the garage was finished in August. So almost a year's worth of 3D printing, and I've gone through 4 different printers now. So it's a process. You know, one of the best pieces of advice for 3D printing, if you go at it as a hobby and you know there's going to be failures and frustrations and mistakes, you'll enjoy what you're doing and you'll have fun. If you want to have perfect prints every single time, run a business and all that, and you're just starting out, you are going to be miserable. You will be frustrated. You'll want to throw everything out. 3D printing, yes, it's been around for a while, but it is an ever-changing, ever-evolving technology. It is not 100% mainstream yet. So you can't just run down to Walmart, Target, Home Depot, whatever, and buy you a 3D printer off the shelf. It'd be nice if you could, but we're not there yet. Oh shit, I broke my wind sensor. You okay? What's wrong? Holy mackerel, what a pain in the ass. It's a multi-material extruder with soluble supports. Yeah, I am definitely going to look into it. This is baloney. And I shake, which kind of makes the process even. You okay? You're just awfully quiet over there.
Just sitting there watching my gorgeous wife.
Oh yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah? You just want me to be done so you can jump my bones, huh?
Well, now that you mention it.
And this is the least fun part of the process of taking all this crap off. It makes a mess. You can pinch your finger, you can break your parts and screw everything up. Break nails, okay. Then you find you don't have a perfect part when you're done.
Yeah.
I am not happy with the way the bottom of this came out. I have to do some research to see how I can get smoother bottom layers. Maybe I'm not using enough layers or shells or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I am still learning, so I'm by no means an expert.
Ain't even intermediate yet.
No, I wouldn't even call myself an intermediate.
Not even beginner. We're still in the noob stage.
Yeah, we're still noobs. Noobs. But we're getting there. Each time we learn, the more we mess around, the more experience we get. Ugh. My arm's getting tired. Holy mackerel.
Oh, I see what you mean about the bottom.
Yeah. So I don't know if I've got some groups, some Discord groups. I will probably take a picture and ask if there's a solution for that. Maybe I'm doing something a little wrong to fix that, to get a better bottom. It's starting to shake a little more.
Yeah.
So my hands are starting to get. Thank you,
Yeah, you're
baby.
killing me. Break out the bucket.
Bucket. Bucket full of bucks. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to sweep tonight. Especially I'm gonna start walking in bare feet or something feet. What you do? Oh, you pain in the ass! How the hell did you do that? Oh, you bitch! Did you see that?
It's not like I did it on purpose. Shit.
I don't like you no more. Anyhow, here's my turret. And you can see how the bottom kind of came out a little stringy. So if you have any tips and tricks how to avoid that, let me know. I will find some groups. But there's my tank with the turret and the main body. I gotta print out the commander's cupola next. And the M240 for the loader. Clean her up a little bit and paint her. And we have Leafy ongoing too. Let's see here. So there's Leafy ongoing. She seems to be going down fairly decent. Buggy on there, a speeder type thing. The supports are a little stringy, but I did the supports not as. Oh shoot! I got a broken leg back there. No.
Well, broken's not so bad because a little bit of hot glue can fix that.
Well, I don't know if it's broken or if it printed a little weird.
Well,
I'll let her finish.
if it did that little dot around the legs, again, that's fine because you can actually take a little bit of
Can you
hot
kind
glue.
of see it on the
Yes.
screen?
That's why I'm saying if it did that dot around the legs like the last one did.
But it looked like it started printing a little weird and kind of went at an angle. So I don't know.
Now, let me here.
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying. Did I throw it over there?
Yeah. So take a good look at that one.
Oh wait, no, this is something different. No, the other one I printed actually looked like the Voronoi vase.
Oh.
all the way up through the body. That one I put up a while ago.
Oh.
This one was just, didn't want to screw with it because the supports on that one are a bitch.
Yeah, but if you notice, it dotted all the way across, even across the legs. And that's, see?
Okay, yeah, all right, I see what you're saying. So an under extrusion or something.
Right.
Okay. So it might be an error in the model because I kind of see it in this one too a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But where the lens
Hurry.
kind of came apart.
No!
He's eating plastic again?
He's trying to eat the freaking wire.
Oh, so that wire. That's the one that almost burned my board. But yeah, we got Leafy on going, so maybe we'll have that to paint for the next time. And then we got some pugs and dachshund and some cats to print for Mom.
But as I was saying, if it's just dots like that other one, that's pretty easy. You take a little bit of hot glue with a toothpick, spread it on there and let it dry, and then just take a little bit of sandpaper or a Dremel and smooth it out, and it's good to go. It dries white. So,
if you all have a good suggestion or a good a favorite brand of glue for plastics and PLA prints and all that, let us know. I have some Tamiya cement, but I find it doesn't really hold. It takes forever. Right now, we've been using just plain old everyday standard hot glue.
yeah. It doesn't hold the longest, but it holds the quickest.
Yeah, it holds the fastest and it does for what you need. But for more intricate models, we do need a good suggestion for different cement. I did see some at the hobby store, at the game store today. So I'll look around. Maybe I'll ask Drew what he uses.
That'd be a good idea.
Which he should be streaming pretty soon if he isn't
no,
already.
he, I think he actually stopped streaming 2 hours ago.
Really?
Yes. At least by what I saw on his Discord.
Really?
Yeah, apparently he had a very early day today. Started early and ended at 9:30 instead of starting at 9:30.
Oh, he went. He was on early. I didn't see him on early.
I could be wrong.
Beat folks, going to call for the night unless you want to watch me relax and play some Stellaris. My hands are blowing from doing 2-inch steel piping on a boiler outside all day. Oh, so much fucking fun.
Okay. Alright, so he didn't stream. He's just saying he's not going to.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's just playing games. Looks like he's playing Stellaris.
I put Stellaris too.
Yeah. But anyhow, Thunderdome Drew is one of the guys we watch quite a bit. Check him out on his channel. You can see it at the bottom of my Twitch. Excellent painter. Great stuff. Great guy.
Absolutely.
Monument Slow Fuse as well is really good. They're fun. And I say her name every time wrong. Anne Marie or Anne Mare. She does work in clay. She's out of Norway. She's so hard to understand, but she does beautiful fucking work. Awesome stuff from nothing to something. And a few others. Soulway Studios is on there. It's fun. And a few other people I follow. But I think we are going to call it a night. We really don't have any to really print. I don't have anything really to design.
Well, you still got the bone loaded, right?
Yeah, I still got the bone
Where'd
loaded
the
up.
Star Wars thing?
Well, it's gonna take a while. Well, I guess I could take them through the process. Well, you want to clean this bed off very quick?
I suppose.
And we'll take you guys into Prusa Slider into
Clips.
here.
Clips.
He's just
They bite me.
yeah. We will take you through the process. And she wants a Star Wars print. So
Yeah, the bone's already loaded.
yeah, so we got the bone. Well, I can print either one of your Star Wars ones, or I can do my couple. Yeah. I want to finish my tea. And it looks like Kira is frozen. Why is the game bar? Okay, we'll pull off Kira right quick. And start it. Give me a second while the program starts. It tends to be a little slow program, but hey, I like it. I did stop using Prusa Slicer. It's the one that came with Prusa. It got some nice features that I like, but unfortunately it was messing up all my prints. And I'm not really sure why. I was getting all kinds of globs and boogers on my prints. And it was messing every single one of them up. So I switched back to Kira. Kira doesn't allow me to print different infills for different parts like Prusa Slicer does, but it gives me a lot more control over the whole printing process, the whole model. Which is nice, and it's extensible with plugins, so that's always nice. So if somebody wants that feature, it's just a matter of somebody coming in and writing a plugin. If I was a programmer, I'd do it, but I'm not a programmer. It's still loading. It'll be up here in a second. And we say we use hot glue. This is what I use. Nice Roby hot glue gun. And there we go. There's Kira. So I got the V2 low, switch to the max. And she wants a Star Wars print. So, what kind of Star Wars print do you want? Do you want a figure? Do you want a ship? We've got the Millennium Falcon, we got some TIE Fighters, we got some figurines.
Let's pick some figurines for right now.
Okay, how about we...
How about R2D2?
Yeah, that's right, I said I was going to do an R2, huh? Okay, so we'll do an R2D2. So, Star Wars droids. Those are not the droids you're looking for. No, I'm not a nerd.
No, this one's a geek.
Whatever. Nikki's the nerd. She's nerdy enough for both of us. Okay, so we got R2D2 coming up. And he's about the size of an Ewok, right?
Yeah.
Do we have a picture of R2 and an Ewok next to each other?
They're the same size.
Are they?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll print him at 70 millimeters too. Yeah, look how tiny he is.
Okay. Bed's on there. You want me to spray it?
Yes, please. That's about how much of the bed it takes. Look close. There you go. Do home. Temperature. Alright, so this is R2. 70 millimeters. Let's see here. We'll do them at 20% infill. Do a grid. With the ESUN and most PLAs, I find doing the temperature at 190 degrees Celsius with an initial layer temperature of 200 gives me the best performance so far. And then for the bed, starting at let's try 70 and 65 this time. Our flow at 100%. Our print speed, let's put it up to 70. That should be pretty good. We'll do some cooling. We got some supports. We'll do just touching the build plate. We'll do a grid on that as well. We'll do probably 10% density. Do it 0.36. 36 for the gap. Let's see here. The rest of those can stay the same. We'll do a brim. I like doing 7 and 14. Brim distance at 0. So those should be on my settings. I should save these as a preset. Well,
It's not exactly clear whether they even truly exist or could be shown to in the physical universe. If they do,
okay. Alright, we'll slice it.
that's great.
Hopefully, it'll come out the way we want. Probably. Put my wind sensor back on.
A tiny thing, a septillion times smaller than the tiny planet it lives on.
Alright, so it's sliced. We'll do a quick preview. The red is the model. The blue is the supports. And if we go down, so we can say that's a decent support fill. We got good infill. Did I do a cubic? Oh, I did a grid. I did cubic. Let's do a grid. Alright, let's do a reslicer. Cubic tends to be a little stronger than grid because it's kind of cubic or grid is just, looks like a waffle. Cubic kind of looks like squares turned on diagonal angles. From what I understand, cubic's a little stronger. You get a little stronger print, but it might take a little longer. And you can see the grid is a little more simple. It's just basically a waffle. A little faster. Still, it's going to take 5 hours. Let's try. Let's try gyroid. See if we can kind of slow or speed this up a little bit. Gyroid is kind of a bunch of wavy lines, kind of like squiggles, which, if I understand correctly, let's see what we got here. Gyroid, wavy pattern that alternates directions, produces one volume which is completely permeable to fluids, making this a useful pattern for dissolvable materials. Equally strong in all directions, but not very strong. Okay. Makes it usable for flexible materials, less squishy. Okay. So, yeah. So, gyroid may not be what we want. So, let's see, grid, strongest pattern in vertical direction, fairly strong in two directions lines, not so strong in the diagonal, very good at supporting the top surface. Your surface will look very smooth. Line, stream of lead, tends to be weak and brown. The best pattern for smooth top surface together with zigzag, since the distance between the lines is the smallest. Okay, that might give me my good smooth bottoms. Okay, let's try a lines. We will play with it. Will we slice them? And if you could put this away for me, please. Six hours. Okay, yeah, that's acceptable. So about another 30 minutes.
When Leafeon is done, can you print me a base?
Do what?
When Leafeon is done, can you print me a base?
A base for what?
The Mighty Walk.
I gotta do it out of the bone. Do you want me to do the base first, right quick? It'll only take about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to do a quick print of a base for her Ewok.
Because that way I can just leave this gun right here and do my Ewok when the base is done.
Okay. Where is my... Unfortunately, I already have a base loaded up or loaded to the printer. Let me see my base. There we go. Load. And we'll do this on the phone. How many do you want? Well, I can print one at a time this time.
Say I just need the one, and you were going to incorporate it with the rest.
I thought you said you wanted.
No,
Yeah.
don't not incorporate with the
Yeah.
rest.
It looks like it'll take 22 minutes.
Oh.
Yeah, 15 minutes.
It's just a tiny little disc. It's just printed for me.
Yeah, it's just a little disc to, glue the figure to. But we have R2 sliced and supported. We will send them to the printer. Go to Chrome, and of course I have to change the name every single time. To get Chrome. Okay. Yeah, and that's what we're printing right now. We're just printing a very simple
Platform.
little disc to glue her models to. So the Ewoks, they printed nice, but he tended to fall over all the time. So I
Yeah.
printed out a little disc and glue him on.
Yeah, because, even Yoda's the same way. He's not 100% fully,
Yeah,
Stable.
we'll print one out for him too.
Yeah.
And that one you can paint. I even have some different ones that have different shapes, like junk or I'll look for some.
Yeah, I know I want all my Star Wars figurines to have, that base.
Yeah.
That way it all is kind of uniform throughout.
Yeah. And we can see R2 is loaded up on there as well. So he is ready to print when the disc is done. I don't know if you guys want to hang out for another 30 minutes or not. My throat is getting a little sore, my mouth is getting a little dry.
Yeah,
This is not doing too well.
Let's not torture them for another 20-30 minutes.
So,
In the meantime, take a sip of this.
this time we will definitely call it a night.
Better?
Yeah. Yeah, so we will definitely call it a night tonight. And we'll roll some credits just because we can. I need to put some more information in there in the credits. Maybe some some links if I can.
I forgot to put it on my page, didn't I?
Yeah, you didn't log in.
Oops. Which is weird because I'm watching the stream.
Are you watching it on the mod panel or the manager?
It says mod view.
Are you logged in as me? Yeah, you're logged in as me.
Oh.
I think. I don't know. Saints are moderator, restream, stream element, stream. Yeah, you're not on there. I wonder why. I don't know. I have to. Oh no, that's all feet, right? Well, we have some credits and all that. Oh, we can see I got a follower thing down here too. Looks like we got, well, that might be false, but yeah, we got some follower accounts here too. So I forgot I added those. I gotta double check everything, but we will say good night. We will see. I'll probably see you all Saturday when I fly on Flight Sim. Same channel, but Facebook. It'll be on Sonia's Hangar. Also on Steam and YouTube. So I will send out a tweet, Twitch, whatever. Some notices. Maybe in the morning. Maybe midday. I don't know. Depending what time baby wakes me up. But that's it. Anything you want to add? Closing thoughts?
Nope, I'm tired. I want to go to bed now.
Okay. All right. Bye-bye, y'all.
Bye.